Bless you.
Gesundheit, AJ. Gesundheit.
Where do you want to sit?
It's just my entertainment.
Hi.
I can't see you. Is this stream?
How's it going, bud?
What's up, man?
Good question.
How you doing? That's why you did it, because you ended up in his hair. You got it.
Ooh.
All right. Hello and welcome. I got to be honest, when we put together the program and I saw 77th annual, I was like, wow, that's a lot of pressure. 77 times. So thank you for being here. All right. I'd like to start out with some thank yous. They're definitely over. First and foremost, thank you to the student athletes. Those who are being recognized tonight are some of our best and brightest, not only on the field, but also in the classroom. Thank you for coming to 8, 10, 12, sometimes 16 weeks and giving your passion and your heart to our programs. Thank you to the families who encourage these athletes. Many of them drive themselves now, but for years, you were the ones who drove them and picked them up, bringing the snacks, bringing the Gatorades, and most importantly, you're the ones cheering them on in the stands. Thank you to Mr. Tom Brindley and Mr. Kevin Stevens. We at Oneonta are very fortunate to have such an incredible, supportive superintendent and principal. You will often see their faces in the crowd simply because they want to be there to support these student athletes. Maybe the biggest thank you I owe is to Kathy Lynch and Dave Bishop. I truly could not do this job without you. Truly. One of you is at almost every single game that is being played. Whether you're running the clock, scorekeeping, supervising, the athletic department would not run without you two. There is a reason why the Patron of Athletics Award is named after Kathy Lynch. Maybe one day there will be one for you too, Bish. True. Not only to them, but thank you to all of the game staff that run all of our games. You're there because you love kids, but you're also there because you love sports. A thanks to Jerry Mackey. I might not have a question for 2 months, but then within 2 weeks, I'll be in there asking about 100 questions. He's been very patient with me and given me all the time in the world, so I very much appreciate that. Thank you to the high school office staff and Kathy and Dorothy. They helped get tonight ready, they helped get things throughout the year ready, and the middle school staff as well. Thank you. Thank you to our Board of Education. They do everything they can for our athletes and our coaches and everything else. They're just super supportive, and that's what you need to run a strong athletic program. The building staff, the custodial staff, and the grounds crew. They probably hate me because I'm relentless, but I owe them a lot because they are the ones who make our fields safe, or make our fields look good, or make our gyms look good. They do everything we can to keep our games rolling on time with everything. So thank you to them. And this one people might really love. Thank you to the ICT staff for getting our huddle cameras up and running this year. You may not be able to make it to every single game, but almost all of our games are now streamed online. So if you haven't been enjoying them, please start. We're really loving it. Pretty much every game that I'm at, I'll look and see how many people are watching. And I really figure if it's more than 3, it's worth it, right? And that means 3 good families out there are watching. But normally, it's a lot more than that. So that's a beautiful thing. Thank you to AJ Hecots and the broadcasting class for continuing to stream our games that don't have huddle cameras, but also every senior night we are streaming in particular because they get multi-angles, they're doing fancier things than we have with just the huddle camera. So thank you to AJ, you're not only helpful with all of that, athlete of the month do I bounce ideas off of as well. This beautiful program, thank you to Angela Brindley. We put hours and hours getting this ready, and she's the one who really makes this look beautiful. So thank you for that. All of the signs at the top of the S-curve, I'll throw things at her within an hour and say, can you get something up there for us? We just had a champion, and she does it. Thank you so much, Angela. You do a lot for athletics. Last but not least, thank you to our coaches and the families of our coaching staff. Without you, we wouldn't be sitting here today. They give up their nights, their weekends, their free periods, and sometimes even their mornings to spend with your student athletes. Sure, they get paid, but it's the minimal time that they put in, not only the fields and the courts, but for the fun bus trips. They get to listen to these kids sing for over an hour everywhere we go, all right? So you owe them for a lot. So thank you to that. But if Bruce is here, I just want to point out, I've heard he's got great tunes, so let's sign him up for choir if he isn't already. All right, so a round of applause for all of those folks. Thank you. Now, I'd like to recognize some people who will not be technically recognized tonight, but in our first couple of pages, you will see we have had some phenomenal teams this year. All right, individually, we've had 6-team conference division champions, 3 groups that were overall stack league champions, 12 groups of individual sectional champions, 12 individual sections. That's amazing. 5 team champions and 1 overall state champion. I would like to think that truly is one of the best years we have had at Oneonta. Amazing. What amazing accomplishments for those teams, those individuals. And at this moment, if you are on one of those teams, or if you are a coach of one of those teams, please stand so that we can recognize you. Thank you for being here today. Now, without further ado, we're going to have some great speeches. So let's get to those. We're going to start with Mr. Brindley, who's going to start with the presentation of our certificates for top scholar athletes.
All right, thank you so much, Katie. You left someone out, and that's yourself. Thank you for your hard work and your dedication to our students and our coaches in our school community, our athletic program, and our students who wear the blue and yellow are a source of great pride for this community, and you're steering the ship, so thank you very much, Katie. All right, so I have the distinct honor of recognizing the New York State Public High School Athletic Association Scholar Athletes. Our scholar athletes have excelled in the classroom, maintaining impressive academic records, while also showcasing their talents and hard work on the athletic fields. Their ability to balance rigorous academic demands with the physical and mental challenges of athletics is a testament to their remarkable discipline, time management skills, and unwavering determination. These students have not only brought pride to our school district with their athletic prowess, but have also set a high standard for academic excellence. They serve as role models for their peers, showing that it is possible to excel in multiple areas with hard work and dedication. It is my honor to recognize the following scholar athletes. When I call your name, if you could please come down. For football, James Erickson. For boys soccer, Brett Jacobs. Girls soccer, Veronica Madej. Girls cross country, Sasha Sloth. Boys cross country, Jacob Forster Rothbard. Girls swimming and diving, Madeline Wolf. Bryson Huber. Boys wrestling, Brighton Loeb. Girls wrestling, Maya Wardendijk. Boys indoor track and field, Richard Tang. Girls indoor track and field, Becky Foco. Boys basketball, Zach Drago. Girls basketball, Jordan Bellinger. Tennis, Brighton Loeb. Girls track and field, Veronica Madej. Boys track and field, Eli House. Lacrosse, Ethan Harrington. Cheerleading, Isaac Wooden. Golf, Nate Johnson. Baseball, Zach Greigel. Softball, Izzy Giacomelli. Volleyball, Reese Geldsman. Congratulations to you all. We should be very proud as we are here. All right, at this time, please welcome Mr. Lee Ferrara to the podium.
I will be presenting the Sportsmanship Award tonight, as well as the Section 4 Character Counts Award. I am honored to present these two awards tonight. These two awards represent exactly what us as coaches are striving to instill in all of our athletes. At the end of the day, wins and losses don't really define who we are as individuals. To quote Joe Hughes, be a good person first and everything else will fall into place. So sportsmanship is defined as conduct such as fairness, respect for others' opponents, and graciousness in winning or losing. Character is defined as one's moral strength and integrity. Character is also defined by how that individual behaves when one's watching them. The Sportsmanship Award is given to one athlete on each team, and they were chosen by their coaches. When I call your name, please come out and receive your award. Football, Connor Ashforth. Boys soccer, Ian Fulkerson. Girls soccer, Stella Foco. Girls cross country, Claire Churchill. Boys cross country, Gabe Risberger. Girls swimming and diving, Shayla Truesdale. Boys swimming and diving, Sirius Whiteman. Boys wrestling, Nathan Rainey. Jay Carnes. Boys indoor track and field, Kieran Ziai. Girls indoor track and field, Shayla Truesdale. Boys basketball, Andrew Webb. Girls basketball, Hayden Lefevre. Tennis, Dylan Shaughnessy. Girls track and field, Veronica Bidet. Boys track and field, Eli House. Lacrosse, Lonnie Wiltshire. Cheerleading, Liam Rowe. Golf, Ryan Rance. Baseball, Zach Drago. Softball, Logan Gibson. Volleyball, Emma Burke. The Section 4 Character Counts Award. This is a pretty awesome award. These individuals represent Oneonta High School in Section 4. We have one male and one female this year representing us. These individuals represent the best of who we are. The winners of this year's Section 4 Character Counts Award, Logan Gibson, and Alan Little. Stephens presenting the three-sport athlete award.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to be here tonight and recognize three sport athletes that are seniors, but also to be part of this incredible community and this family of Yellow Jackets. As I sit here and look at the number of students across this stage, just representing the scholarship and the academic excellence that we have in our athletes, it is just so humbling, and I'm just really thankful to be part of this fine group of students, educators, coaches, and administrators. So the tradition here is strong in Oneonta, and our seniors carry that torch as leaders in the classroom and in the courts, on the fields, and in the gymnasium. Our senior three-sport athletes are athletes that are able to participate in sports every season. And that is not an easy task. Balancing their senior year with college applications, pursuit of whatever might be in their future, and also trying to take care of their athletics and academics is very, very challenging. It is with great respect that we honor our students tonight, but I also want to take and thank our families that support them every day to get them to practices, to get them in uniforms, to get them supported with other things that go beyond just the team and the practices here. So just a quick round of applause to all the parents and families that support our athletes. So first, Sarah Brown, volleyball, basketball, and softball. Ben Casola, golf, basketball, and baseball. Jacob Forrester Rothbard, cross country, swimming, and track. Oh, he's doing some wilderness training in Vermont. So, just these students go beyond athletics. Izzy Giacomelli, volleyball, basketball, and softball. Zach Drago, soccer, basketball, and baseball. Aiden Hendricks, football, basketball, and baseball. Alan Michael Rubin, soccer, wrestling, and track. Isaac Wooden, soccer, cheer, and tennis. And Jaden Zakala, soccer, wrestling, and tennis. And let me say, I'll be the first to say that we'll miss you both in the classroom, in the hallways, and on the fields. Thank you. Now I'd like to turn the podium back to Katie Topper.
All right, now you can see we have a special addition to our ceremony this evening. We are lucky enough to have Nate Wall joining us, who is somewhat of a little local celebrity, all right? If you don't know Nate, he's the sports director for WCDO out of Sydney, all right? But he covers all of the schools in our surrounding area. Whether he's on the radio broadcasting a game, tweeting a game live, writing articles like the one he just put out for our state championship team. If you haven't seen it, check on Twitter. This guy seems like he makes it like there's 50 hours in the day. I don't know how he does it all right? And on top of that, he has one of the best podcasts if you're interested in local sports. Look up his podcast. He's interviewed, are you up to like 300 now? Close, yeah, all right? He's just about everywhere all the time, and we're lucky enough to have him here tonight joining us for this special occasion. Without further ado, I'll let him explain why he is here.
Okay, good evening everyone. I am Nate Lull and thank you for the kind words. It's great to be here tonight. It's an honor to be here tonight as I'm here for the Nate Lull Scholarship. This will be the last award we give out. We've already given out 7 other awards, so this is our 8th and final award for the year. And our winner tonight is also our female, the biggest winner financially that we had. So the Nate Lull Scholarship started in 2022, and in all my sports travels, I get to go to a lot of ceremonies like this and graduations. And I was sitting at a graduation, and there was a scholarship for $25. Now, I think all scholarships are great, but I just thought to myself, maybe we can do a little bit better and try to set up our local student athletes with a little bit more. So through some fundraising, a golf tournament that I know many of you come and support and play in, and that's greatly appreciated. We'll be giving out $14,000 across our area this year. And this money will all stay local. raised locally and can stay locally with our student athletes. So thank you for that. I have a committee that sits down and looks through the applications. We had 140 applications this year from all throughout Otsego County, Delaware County, Shenango County, and beyond. And our female winner tonight really stuck out to the committee. In fact, one committee member said this is the best essay that they have seen in the 2 years that we've been doing this. They were very impressed. The GPA, the community service, the athletics, everything spoke for itself, and this individual really stood out. So our winner of $4,000 tonight is Veronica Madej. Recently have been asking me if you can actually cash that check. You can't, so we do have a real one for you here tonight as well. So thank you again. My upcoming golf tournament is July 7th this year at Oleout in Franklin, and we already have close to 200 golfers signed up, and we're hoping to give away more than the 14K next year and just continue to grow this. So thank you again, and I think Ms. Kathy Lynch is up next. Thank you.
I'm sorry to say that I do not have $4,000 to give away. The Patron of Athletics Award is given to a member of our school community who has gone above and beyond in supporting the Oneonta High School athletic program, its coaches, and its student athletes. The individual who we recognize this year has certainly had a positive impact on our athletic program in an exceptional way. This individual is a former OHS parent and community member who has definitely taken the phrase, "it takes a village," to heart. It is important to note that family, or her familia, is truly what is important in her life. This life philosophy started with supporting her 3 sons in each of their 3 sports each year, but went further as she was the parent that stepped up to organize concession stands and multiple end-of-the-year banquets, as well as offering to take pictures of each of these sports teams. According to a family member, she views her Oneonta sports family in much the same way as her actual family, in that she feels a close connection to the coaches and players she works with. She has a true sense of dedication and passion for the sports to which she has particularly committed her time and energy. When asked about this individual, several coaches shared these comments. She's hardworking and dedicated, always positive and always there if you need anything, willing to help and does it with great enthusiasm and a great big smile, is always supportive of all Oneonta sports programs. After most parents have celebrated the last of their own children graduating from OHS, they too graduate from their commitment to OHS athletics. But this is not for this particular individual. This individual, after her sons graduated, decided to step up and help with the newly created girls wrestling program. When asked about this person, team members and Coach Velasco had the following words of appreciation to share. Many of them called her their wrestling mom, an amazing coach. She's always smiling, always telling us the positive things we've done. She's very good at getting us out of our own heads at meets and lightens up the mood if we are nervous. Her presence as a strong female role model has been priceless. So for all the years that she went above and beyond while her sons were in school, and more importantly, for all that she has done to support the coaching, staff, and student athletes in our growing girls wrestling program, it is with great pleasure and appreciation that I thank and congratulate the recipient of the 2024 Patron of Athletics Award, Mrs. Maria Neer.
That's my mom.
courts, we need to take a moment to recognize three important members of our OHS and OMS coaching staff. Anna Rossi. Unfortunately, Anna couldn't be present with us tonight, but it is important that we recognize the contributions she has made to the Oneida athletic programs. For 19 years, Anna has coached modified sports, volleyball and softball. When you're a modified coach, you never get the accolades. There are no league, section, or state championships to hold up as proof of your success. But we could not have any of these championships if it wasn't for coaches like Anna Rossi that work with our youngest student athletes, teaching them the basics. Thank you for your commitment to Oneida Athletics, Anna, and if any of you see her, please congratulate her on her upcoming retirement from OHS. Alex Brandon. For those that don't know Alex was born and raised in Scotland and then Toronto, Canada, but came to us by way of SUNY Oneida. As a soccer player for Oneida State, Alex was a prominent player who went on to play professionally for the Denver Avalanche as a Major League Soccer player in the early 1980s. He came back to Oneida and was an assistant coach at Oneida State before becoming a math teacher at Oneida High School. Alex first became a member of the OHS soccer program in 1987 as a JV coach. After a couple of years coaching JV, Alex became our varsity coach and has been in this role ever since. Even after retiring during COVID in 2020, he has come back year after year. I have been Alex's scorekeeper since 1993, 31 seasons. Many of us in this room do not know OHS soccer without Alex Brandon. If you have played for Alex, you know that he is well known for his funny Scottish phrases, his 5-mile runs, his competitiveness, his bizarre superstitions, which by the way include the coins that need to be in his pockets on game days, and his great love of anything soccer. This man has led numerous teams to league and section championships, several trips to states, and a state championship in 1999. The Oneida boys soccer program has only had 3 boys varsity coaches. Alex, you have definitely left your mark on OHS boys soccer, and we are forever grateful. Thank you. One legend, get ready for the next. Let's go, Dan Forbes. You've got the next one. And this one's with heavy heart.
I heard that chuckle. I am getting old. My father, Dave Forbes, he and I have pretty much been, I would consider us best friends for quite a long time. He has obviously been my dad. He's been a teacher. He's been a coach, and he's been a mentor of mine. It's a little bit uncomfortable for me to be up here because obviously I'm biased, but typically I'm used to him talking up here in front of all of you. But now it's your turn to listen, Dad. It's your turn to understand what you do for people. It's your turn to understand what you've done for all of us in here. Most of you know him probably through substitute teaching. Some of you know him through coaching now. He has served this district probably longer than most of you have been alive.
Since before I was born.
Since before Kathy Lynch was born.
56 years. He started teaching here the year I was born.
Another thing my father taught me was never speak of women's ages. Recently, for the past few years, we've been bouncing books back and forth, me bouncing more to him because I'm a slower reader than he is. But we've been talking about Stoicism lately and the philosophy of it. And there are 4 virtues of Stoicism. The first one is courage. And I bring this up first because there's nothing he backs down from. If there's a problem, he is walking towards it. Why? It has to be done. It's as simple as that in his mind. It has to be done. And with that being said, it has to be done, and it has to be done well. He understands when you do your job, no matter what it is, it gets done well. Whether it's teaching in the classroom or picking up trash after our track invitational, it gets done well. Temperance. Now this is a tricky one in the Forbes family. I hear chuckle from administration over here. Okay, this is a tricky one. But I think my father has made an art form of it. And one thing I've learned from him is you need to do your best, especially in professional situations, to keep a cool head. People listen to a cool head. When you have a cool head, you make good decisions. You make smart decisions. You make informed decisions. Not only that, it's not white noise, and people listen to that. There have been more times than I can count, whether it's been in school, whether it's been on the cross-country course, track, at home, family, personal things, where there have been emergencies. And he's temperate. He's the man that you want in charge of things. He won't ask to do it, he will simply step up to do that with a cool head, and it will get done well. Thirdly, justice. He's always been a just man. Maybe you don't like what comes out of his mouth, but it's truth. And I grew up understanding the phrase, the truth hurts. And it wasn't something mean, it was something for you to grow up and live. That, yeah, even if a truth can be good and a truth can be bad, but we all must know truth. Truth within ourselves, truth that's around us, and sometimes it hurts. Another thing with when it happened, maybe in the classroom, maybe on the track, is he never pigeonholed anybody. And that really stuck with me. It didn't matter what stories were said, what he had heard, what he had read, things that go on talking in the faculty lounge or out on the track. He never pigeonholed. He gave everybody an equal opportunity to prove themselves. And from that respect, he just proves the universal law, Newton's third law of every action is an opposite and equal reaction. And he has gotten that equal respect back to him. It has nothing to do with science. It's called a universal law because it applies to the universe and our human life. He is a just man, and he lives it. And fourthly is wisdom. And as I said before, all of us that have been in contact with him, whether it's in the classroom, out on the cross-country course, or on the track, he knows everything. He does. You can't argue. He knows everything. And the reason why my father knows everything is because he believes he doesn't know enough. And he's always forever learning. And it's something that I try to strive to do. I hope he's inspired others to try and strive to do. And he is just someone that we can always turn to. He's someone we can look to for answers, for quality answers. And if he doesn't know the answer, he will find the answer. Track, for example, there's 16 events. There isn't a single event that I can't ask him about that he doesn't know everything about. That's impressive. But that was his job, that was his life, and that's the way he was driven, and that's the human being that he is. And he never backs down. At 78 years old, he still doesn't back down to this day. And it's something that's hard to live up to on my end, and I'll do my best. I know my family does their best. I know his friends and his family outside of us try and do that as well. He's just simply a guiding light. And he lives these things. He just doesn't say it. They're not phrases. He lives it. He owns it. He knows how to say thank you. He knows how to say I'm sorry. He knows how to say you're right. And that humbleness is what makes him a great man. Thank you, Dad.
So he's already got me beat with one cross-country championship, so I'm looking for a rosy future for the sports that he conducts. And this school district's my second home. It has been since 1968. That's the year you were born.
67.
Okay.
I'm not afraid to know my age.
And I may be retired here, but I will be around. Thank you all very much.
Another thing many of us don't know, a cross-country and track program without Dave Forbes. On to another legend. I'd like to introduce Mr. Gary DeLello and Jenny DeLello for the very next awards, the Carl J. Delberta Awards.
I knew Mr. Forbes way back on Academy Street. And we very much loved him and respected him there, even as youngsters like we do today as well. We have 3 awards today to hand out, 2 male and 1 female. I'm going to hand out the 2 male awards, and then my daughter Jennifer will hand out the female award. Our first award winner is Liam Johnson. Stay there, big guy. Stay there. I got to say a few words. And Tim Catella, I know you're out there somewhere. I promise I won't run over. The most powerful thing that comes to mind when you meet Liam is that he is a role model for our community and for our kids that go to the Boys and Girls Club. And not only the kids, but the other young people that are working there as well. His colleagues love and respect him just like we do. For someone so young, Liam has a great sense of responsibility and integrity. His kindness is genuine, and the kids see that, and he has touched many of the lives of the kids that he works with at the Boys and Girls Club. As a young member himself, Liam played basketball as well as flag football. At OHS, Liam participated in many clubs, but 2 of the ones that he really liked was the History and the Diversity Club. And he also played some basketball. Liam is a 5-year member of the basketball program, a starter for the JV Divisional Champions a couple of years ago, and a member of this year's Divisional Championship team. Coach Z said that Liam displays everything that we would want an OHS basketball player to do. He is a good student, a good teammate, and very coachable. What I remember about Liam playing basketball this year was that sectional game against Watkins Glen when we were hit by the injury bug, and Liam came off the bench ready to go. My old coach, Gary Scott, would have been proud of him. One of the things he would always impress upon us is, next man up, be ready to go. Well, Liam was, and he did a tremendous job filling in. He gave us inner strength, tough defense, made a few baskets, and got some solid rebounds. As OHS would advance in sectional play, Liam is graduating with honors and will be attending Albany University to major in business. Liam is the son of Yolanda and Linton Johnson. Let's have a big hand for Liam Johnson. is Micaiah Morrison. Micaiah has been a member of the Oneonta Boys and Girls Club since he was 7. He has participated in many of our programs. Some of them include flag football, where he was the MVP. Others were wiffle ball, kickball, floor hockey, and rabido and travel basketball. As you guys know, our flag football program is one of the most popular programs that we have. And Micaiah's got a top 10 play that you can still see on Facebook, where he picked up, he was only about 10 years old, and he intercepted a ball and ran it back from the goal line all the way to the other goal line for a touchdown. The fans were going crazy and screaming and yelling, and I can remember him. He had that long hair, and he was pointing to the goal line. It was great, and like I said, it was one of our top plays. I was Micaiah's first basketball coach, and he had the ugliest shot that I'd ever seen. I mean, it was bowling shoe ugly. But the strange thing about it is the ball would go in. I just couldn't figure it out. And to make matters worse, like when I'm coaching them, I'd always be going, no, 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 yeah, yeah. He was something else. I couldn't figure out if he was right-handed or left-handed, so I just sort of left him alone. But it wouldn't be long before Micaiah could figure it out, as he would go on, and in 2+ years as a varsity player, he would score 435 points and grab 250 rebounds. He was a 6-year member of the Oneonta varsity, or not varsity, boys basketball program, a 2-year varsity starter, and a 2-time Stack League All-Star. He was a member of the JV Stack division team a couple years ago, and also a big part of this year's divisional championship team. Coach Z, again, like Liam, commented on that Micaiah was everything he would want in an OHS basketball player, a good student, a coachable young man, and a good teammate. And most certainly that describes Micaiah. Along the way in Micaiah's scholastic athletic career, he played football in middle school, but then decided to take up soccer in the fall. As a soccer player, Micaiah earned 2 letters and was an all-division goalie his senior season, including he had 5 shutouts as well. Coach Brennan commented that Micaiah is a real team player and has a special bond with all his teammates, and his ability to close down players' angles on the breaks was one of his biggest assets, and he will be missed next year. Micaiah is the son of Ben and Lauren Morrison, and he will be heading to Cayuga College, where he will be studying biology and also playing some basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, Micaiah. And next up is my baby girl, Jennifer.
Hello, everyone. I got a lot of things from my dad, but not his ability to get off script and say a funny story. And thank God I also didn't get his hairline. So, special occasion, a time when we can come together as a community and recognize and celebrate the achievements of many outstanding individuals. With great pride and joy, I stand before you to present the Carl J. Delberta Award to a remarkable young woman who embodies the spirit of dedication and excellence. From the very beginning, she has been a shining example of what it means to embrace opportunities and strive for greatness. Her journey began right here in our own backyard, where she spent countless hours at the Boys and Girls Club laying the foundation for her future successes. Her passion for sports ignited early on as she immersed herself in the vibrant atmosphere of competition and camaraderie. Starting with JC soccer in the park, she honed her skill and forged lifelong friendships on the field. But her love for the game didn't stop there. She delved into basketball, earning the title of fastest baller 2 years in a row at the club, and leaving her mark as a formidable force on the court. Her journey, which began amidst the laughter and camaraderie during our mini hoopser program, speaks volumes about her passion for sports and her unwavering commitment to excellence. Through countless hours of practice and determination, she mastered the art of the game, earning accolades and admiration from peers and coaches alike. Coach Miller stated that in basketball, Izzy is what's called a stat stuffer. Her impact on the game shows up everywhere and in every statistical category. For the 2023-2024 season, Izzy led the team in steals and assists and has held in the second most rebounds on the team. What I've always respected about Izzy, more than anything else, is how tough and fearless she is in the face of competition. Her will is what separates her from the average player and is why she impacts the game in so many ways. Our program will miss her very much next season. Softball became another avenue for her to showcase her talent and determination, leading her team with grace and tenacity, and let us not forget her contributions to our club softball team, where she proved to be a force to be reckoned with on the diamond. From her earliest days on the field to her most recent triumphs, she has consistently demonstrated a rare blend of athleticism, skill, and sportsmanship, earning her the admiration and respect of all who had the pleasure of watching her play. Coach Brockway noted that Izzy was dedicated to the softball program for 4 years. She had 207 plate appearances over the 4 years and amazingly only struck out 18 times. She was a stacked All-Division All-Star in 2003 and played in 66 varsity contests throughout her career. Coach went on to say that Izzy has been a phenomenal defensive player throughout her career and worked hard to secure her positions on the field and in the lineup every year. He also added that Izzy always brought a good attitude on and off the field and kept her competitive edge. She was always a good teammate and enjoyed being part of the team and was well respected as a teammate. And when it came to volleyball, she soared to new heights, earning MVP awards and All-Division All-Star honors, proving that her athleticism knows no bounds. Coach Ferrara had many wonderful things to say about Izzy, such as Izzy is a tough competitor who has sacrificed her body for 3 years in the back row of the volleyball court. He went on to say she earned herself the libero jersey and led their defense for her junior and senior year. Izzy is as tough as they come. She would walk away from each match with a new bruise, and she would play by Coach Ferrara's rule of see ball, play ball. She didn't care what would happen to her body after she dug the ball, she just went for it. She frustrated a lot of hitters around New York State as she wouldn't let their crazy hits touch the floor. Izzy led by example, never asking for the spotlight. She would just come in day after day, doing what she needed to do. Without her taking control of our serve-receive and our defense, our seasons would have been a lot shorter these last 3 years. But perhaps most impressive of all are the countless awards and accolades she has garnered throughout her career. From MVP trophies to All-Division All-Star honors, she has left her mark on every sport she has touched, proving time and time again that she is a force to be reckoned with. But her achievements extend far beyond the realm of sports. Last summer, she made history on the drag racing circuit, fearlessly taking on competitors, even beating some of the fiercest opponents. Her triumphs serve as a testament to her unwavering drive to succeed. As she prepares to embark on the next chapter of her journey, attending SUNY Portland with a focus on physical education, I do not doubt that she will continue to inspire those around her with her passion, leadership, and boundless potential. Her dream of becoming a high school gym teacher is not just a profession, but a calling. A chance to mentor and empower future generations, just as she has been empowered. So please join me in congratulating this extraordinary young woman on receiving the Carl J. Delberta Award. May her accomplishments serve as a beacon of hope and inspiration for all of us, reminding us that with hard work, determination, and a sprinkle of courage, anything is possible. Congratulations, Ms. Isabel Giacomelli.
Virtual Athletic Award was established to provide your coaches with the opportunity to honor a student athlete who maybe throughout the course of their career didn't always get all the accolades or headlines, but who was the type of athlete who was there day in and day out, working hard for self-improvement and team goals. And our award winner this year fits that criteria to a T. Earning varsity letters in volleyball and softball. Her coaches said she does all the right things that make a great teammate and captain. She's respected by all, including her competition, who consider her a hard-nosed competitor and a damn tough out. Emma always did what was best for the team. The exclamation point to this is at 5'1", she played like a 6-footer. Our award winner is Emma Burr. I'm sorry, she just mentioned she wasn't here. But I wasn't listening, I was listening to Lello. So now you gotta indulge me 30 seconds on this Forbes thing. And Dave Forbes was a teacher, coach, was a friend. There wasn't any other high school teacher or coach at my wedding. Some 20 years after graduating, he was there. And I did some quick math. It was 47 years ago when we finished the first outdoor varsity track season. And Dave had just met me coming out of St. Mary's. He wasn't familiar with me. And we finished the season, and he came over to me and said, you know, you're pretty fast. And you can be a lot faster if you try going over the hurdles rather than through each hurdle. So maybe it's something we can work on next year. And that's my Dave Forbes. Flash. The E.C. Dutch Tomaski Award was established by the Oneonta Lions Club to honor a senior athlete who's excelled in their sports and whose involvement in athletics was kick-started by our local youth programs. Our award winner this year is a 3-sport athlete. His coaches put him way up here. He exudes initiative and excitement, shows up every day ready to improve. A solid team competitor will be very hard to replace. He's been the cornerstone of all of his teams. The Tomaski winner is Alan Michael Rubin.
Untigo, when I was at Untigo, back in LSS too. So thank you for those. Thanks for making us work so hard. I'm here for the Service and Athletic Award. It goes to an athlete who has served the OHS community and or the surrounding area. This year's winner's resume includes volunteer work at an elementary school in Florida, a homeless shelter in Florida, summer and winter camp instructor, youth group leader at the Main Street Baptist Church, and playing guitar for that church for numerous years. In tennis, he was a 6-year varsity player, co-captain this year, leading the team to an outstanding record. Coach Siegel added that he has always been a responsible and reliable member of the team, and he earned the respect from every player because of his outstanding character. In soccer, he was a 2-year varsity player. He had 1 goal and 3 assists. Coach Brandon said he is a tough player, willing to play anywhere to accommodate the team. His best asset was his ability to win the ball in the air. The coach also added, I know he will succeed at whatever he does. Me too. In wrestling this year, he was a team co-captain. He was first at the Granville tournament. He was first at the Ross Cordell Oneonta Rotary tournament, pinning his opponent in the finals a record twice in 1 match. Yep, that was a good one. He was awarded Most Outstanding Wrestler at that tournament. He was first at the Owego River Hawk tournament. He was 3rd in the stack. He was 3rd in the Class B sectionals, helping his team become co-champions. He was 3rd in Section 4, making him a 2-time sectional place winner and qualifying for states for his 2nd year. He holds a school record for wins in the season at 44 and pins in the season at 36. His wrestling was dynamic, exciting, violent, and determined in a I'm going to beat you with this move no matter what kind of way. He also taught his coach a lesson, valuable lesson I think, in commitment. A coach wants a commitment to the team that they're coaching, but he reminded me that the athlete is the one who gets to decide where the commitment lies, and he stuck to his, even though it might not have been what I thought was most popular. So bravo to that. Oh, that's important. Stick to your guns, buddy. That's a good joke too, coming up later. All right, lastly, maybe most importantly, service yet to come. He has been selected to go to West Point, a high honor with high expectations, and ultimately great service to our country. It is a tremendous honor and acknowledgement of his character, service, and commitment to get to an appointment to West Point. There is no doubt that Jaden Zakala is the winner of the Service and Athletics Award. One final message from USA Rugby to all you seniors. Find a game wherever you go watch it, try it, you'll never regret it. Up next, Kelly Tabarone with the Anthony C. Drago Award.
Good evening. I am going to try not to cry while I'm doing this. I am very honored to be presenting the Anthony C. Drago Award tonight. The award is given to an athlete who has the highest degree of coachability, sportsmanship, competitive spirit, work ethic, and conscious effort to fulfill athletic gifts. As I thought about what I was going to say tonight, I thought, I'm going to go through the qualifications, I'm going to look at this, it's going to take me weeks. I asked Katie Talbert, give me what I need, I need weeks. And it took me like 5 seconds when I knew who the winner was. From the very beginning of the very first season that Isaac joined cheerleading. I knew this kid was going to be something super special, so this was super easy for me. I remember driving home from practice and I would get a phone call more than one time. Hey, it's Isaac. I was wondering what I could do differently to help the team. One time he said, hey, I have a great idea. What if I learned how to tumble? Would that help the team? It did. 2-time section champion because of Isaac. There was also times I would get the same phone call on the way home, and he would say, hey, it's Isaac. I was wrong. I'm really sorry for today. It never mattered what it was. I knew this was a kid just by having the courage to call me and say, hey, I'm sorry. He was special. His level of maturity and show of character for a high school was mind-blowing to me. He would watch videos of stunts or choreography and then bring what he learned back to the team. Sometimes I would think he didn't even do schoolwork during this time, during the school cheer season, because all he did was watch cheerleading videos. But when he was consistently the scholar athlete, I knew better. He would scout other teams, and then report back to me on what he thought we could do to be more competitive. When we would get close to competition season, I knew Isaac was watching the other teams 24/7. He could tell us who did what position they played, and what every other team was going to pull as a routine. So we were prepared for everything. I knew I could text Isaac at 8 a.m. and say to him, can you work on this today with the team? And I knew he'd be on it, and he would do what I needed to be done, and he would probably do it better than I asked for him to do it. He was literally the backbone to our team for 3 years. He would walk in every time we went to a competition, and he'd be walking in, he'd be cheering as we were walking in the door, and he would say to the rest of the team, this is what we do. We are Oneana, we cheer for everyone. I could go on and on about this amazing young man. I have never in my career met an athlete who deserves this award more, who encompasses every single attribute that any coach would be begging for their athletes to have. Oneana Athletics has been blessed with Isaac Wooden, and he is leaving a hole in all of our programs that is going to be very difficult to fill. Isaac. And now for Mr. Jerry Mackey.
The Anthony C. Drago Award goes to someone with the highest degree of coachability, sportsmanship, competitive spirit, work ethic, and conscious effort to fulfill athletic gifts. It's been my pleasure to coach one of these recipients for the last 3 years. Grace Luzinski was a 2-time All-Stack selection for girls soccer. She's a second-team All-State selection this season. She'll be continuing on to play at Division II Dominican University in the fall. But it's the competitive spirit and conscious effort to fulfill athletics gift that I want to focus on when I think of Grace. In her sophomore year, Grace and I learned she was inexplicably left off the All-Star teams by the coaches. We did some soul searching, couldn't figure out why, and she just rededicated herself to proving them all wrong. So for the next 2.5 years, she dove into travel soccer, skill development, fitness level improvements, and being a team leader on and off the field during the season and off. As I mentioned earlier, the accolades have rolled in for her these last 2 years, and I'm so proud of the way she handled things and took those efforts and moved forward. She's going to be a great addition to Dominican University, and it's my pleasure to award a Drago Award to Grace Luzinski. I will turn it over to Ms. Patrick.
The 6th Ward Athletic Club Athlete of the Year Award is voted on by all varsity athletes. To be chosen by your peers to receive this award is a true sign of respect. Athletes are chosen based on their athletic ability as well as who they are as a person. The winner of this award is not only a phenomenal athlete, but an exceptional student. He's this year's salutatorian, and he's also a remarkable person. Throughout his high school career, he was on the cross-country team, swim team, and high school track team. After speaking with his other coaches, there was one main thing that really stood out, and that was his leadership skills. He always sets a positive example for his teammates with his work ethic and his integrity. He is dedicated and accountable and has had a positive relationship with all of his teammates and coaches. Reflecting on the past 6 years of coaching, there is one memory from the beginning of his varsity swimming career that really stands out. We used to have to put the cover on the pool each night, which meant each day we had to put lane lines in and take them out. It was always a struggle to get the team to help out, to the point where I had to make a schedule. When this athlete joined the team, he would help every single day, regardless of whether or not he was on the schedule. A testament to his character, it was such a simple act of kindness that had such a huge impact. I remember thinking how fortunate I was that this kid was going to be on the team for 6 years, setting an example for his teammates. Swimming has been his primary sport for a majority of his life, and he has become a very accomplished swimmer. I've had the privilege of coaching him for a very long time, starting with the YMCA Orcas, and then continuing with varsity swimming. He excels in the sprint freestyle events and the breaststroke. His senior year, he qualified for states in the 50 free, 100 free, and 100 breaststroke. He was Section 4 Class B champion in the 50 free. He currently holds the 100 freestyle record and was a member of the record-breaking 200 freestyle relay. He truly loves the sport of swimming and remains dedicated, committing to swim for Vassar College next year. This year's 6th Ward Male Athlete of the Year is Eli House.
And next up, Coach Forbes again.
Well, I'm sure this athlete's actually going to be sick of hearing about herself after tonight. I apologize. It comes with excellence. It's okay. Before I get going, I hope all the upperclassmen and underclassmen that are here, friends, family, staff members, I hope we all see a trend of what's going on. These are coachable athletes, meaning they listen, they're respectful, they show up every day. And all of you that do sports, and you are consistent, you understand consistency kills your competition. And that's what we do in this district. So tonight, we've gathered to celebrate remarkable achievements of our student athletes. And it is my honor to present the award for Female Athlete of the Year. This award recognizes not only athletic prowess, but also dedication, resilience, and an unyielding spirit. Our recipient has been a standout performer on both the field and the track. She has been a 3-year All-Star stacked midfielder and a 3-year Class B All-State midfielder selection. Her skills on the soccer field are nothing short of extraordinary. She has been described as a dynamic offensive player, a tremendous goal scorer, a creative passer, constantly elevating her team's performance. Her defensive capabilities were equally impressive, often extending beyond her primary position. Her commitment to detail of the game set her apart as a true leader and role model. Her dedication to her sport extends beyond the school grounds. She has honed her craft by participating in various travel teams throughout her soccer years, seeking to challenge herself and improve continuously. In this pursuit of excellence, she even ventured into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, using it as a supplement to gain an edge on the soccer field. This willingness to explore different disciplines highlights her tenacious approach and relentless drive to be the best. Despite facing challenges, particularly with injuries during her track years, her determination never wavered. This season, a nagging knee injury kept her off the track for about half of the season. Yet every day, even though she couldn't run, she would ask what she would do to further her training. She can't run, but has to train for a running sport. Every day. Coach Forbes, what do you want me to do? Coach Forbes, what do you think I should do? Her dedication paid off as she nearly matched her personal best in the 1,500-meter run with only a handful of training weeks under her belt. This incredible feat is a testament to her resilience and hard work. Beyond her athletic tenets, she is known for her pleasant demeanor, kindness, focus, and unyielding work ethic. And really, I think that's why we're all here, for those qualities above and beyond athletics. She never made excuses and always pushed herself to be better, inspiring those around her to do the same. Her spirit and determination are not just confined to her sports. They reflect her overall approach to life, making her a truly exceptional individual and certainly one we can all depend on. It is with great pride that we honor Veronica Madej as our Female Athlete of the Year. Her achievements are a reflection of her unwavering dedication and passion for excellence. She embodies the very best of what it means to be a student athlete here at Oneonta, and we're incredibly proud of you tonight. Congratulations.
One last round of applause for all of our winners.